Hi, it's me, the person who hates LOK for actually legitimate reasons. In 2005, the world was blessed with one of the best and my personal favorite TV shows, Avatar: The Last Airbender. This show had 3 seasons which were all great. A fourth season was also scheduled but was replaced by a live-action remake directed by M. Night Shyamalan. This movie was not great. To this day, it haunts me in my sleep. Literally no one liked this movie, so the writers had to fix Avatar's reputation. So they made The Legend of Korra, a sequel to Avatar that takes place 70 years after the events of the show. The show was criticized over and over again, and I'm here to answer the question, is The Legend of Korra really that bad? The answer is 3 letters. Yes. Yes it is. Here's why. Okay, before I delve into the problems with the story, I'd like to talk about some of the characters. By some I mean one particular character because I don't have time for more than one. Anyway, that character is Korra. Korra, for the first few episodes, is really likable and cool. Then, oh no. Let's compare it to some other Greek characters from Airbender for a minute. Katara's character is that she's very caring and kind, but also has the ability to completely lose her temper and occasionally make very irrational choices. This attitude is caused by her experiencing very severe trauma at a very young age. The loss of Katara's mother still affects her mental state to this day, so believe it or not, Sokka is the more mentally stable of the two. Avatar is able to balance Katara's lighter and kinder side and her more dark and angry side really well, without turning her into a freaking psychopath or getting her out of character. Are you listening? Rebecca, you can't turn Steven into some kind of killer after he just saved the universe. Okay, I'm going to off topic here. Let's see Korra.
But you know what I think? Maybe the problem isn't me. Maybe the reason I haven't learned airbending yet is because you're a terrible teacher.
Yeah, you're a terrible teacher, Daddy.
Wait, guys, there's a very logical explanation for this. You see, there isn't any logical explanation for this. Korra grew up with a very loving and encouraging family and got teachers from all over the world right to her home because
I'm the Avatar! You gotta deal with it!
Anyway, Korra's actually the only member of Team Avatar that isn't the slightest dynamic, so I guess I can't complain there. Season 1. The first 3 episodes were actually pretty enjoyable and I'm like, this show's going to be great. Then episode 4 comes out and I'm like, why was Korra so dumb? Why do you think he's gonna listen? Oh no, I love triangle subplot. And then it just goes downhill from there. Episode 5 was, we'll get to that later. I actually really like the side plot with Torlock until the big twist happens. But we'll also get to that later. For the most part, Amon was kind of pretty badass villain. He was intimidating. He had this on-screen presence that really made you feel, oh yeah, that's a threat. His motivation was understandable since there are real-life people he can relate to. So yeah, Amon was a pretty good villain until the big twist. Wait, why do I not like this? I'm being pretty positive here. Well, then there's the other side, which has the awful main cast, Bolin, Asami, and Mako, and I already talked about Korra. Bolin is trying way too hard to be the new Sokka. All he does is jokes, and that's it. That's his entire character. He makes jokes and is goofy and never takes threats seriously for some reason. They're trying way too hard to make him the new Sokka that they forgot what made Sokka so great in the first place. Sokka was hilarious, but also had this deeper and more mental side to him. Sokka was the planner of the team. He was the brains. He even with his inability to bend, he was a real asset to the team, and the story wouldn't be the same without him. Bolin, on the other hand, you can just remove from the whole story, and with a few tweaks, it'd be the same. Then there's Mako, who, he's a piece of garbage. His voice is so boring, and he lacks any levity, and his stupid Batman backstory is just so dull, and bland, and just ununique. Asami exists. She does absolutely nothing except exist as a plot device for the other side plot that we'll get to later. I guess she has this stupid character arc with her dad being bad because a bender killed her mother. I did not care at all. Yes, I do like Tenzin. He's my favorite character and is the only one who remains consistent throughout the show. Now let's discuss the elephant in the room. I'll say the truth, I don't like romance arcs when they're true. They feel really, really forced and are way too unrealistic unless it's from Disney from the 90s, but that's not true. Avatar, The Last Airbender's only weakness was its romantic subplot. And you thought it was bad then? Oh, look at the romance here. Let's look at the worst episode of the entire season, episode 5. So Korra likes Mako because, I don't know why. And Bolin likes Korra because...
Nuts! Korra and I are perfect for each other. She's strong, I'm strong. She's fun, I'm fun. She's beautiful, I'm gorgeous.
Physical attraction. But Korra doesn't like Bolin. She likes Mako, but Mako already has a girlfriend. What will Korra do? You never guess what she does. I'll give you 5 seconds to guess what she does. If you guessed she goes to little kids for romantic advice, you're right. Anyway, Tenzin's wife is there and she tells her to confess to Mako, so she does, and it goes as well as you'd expect it to. Yeah. So Korra gets sad, and then Bolin asks her on a date, and as she stared at that endless white void, she came up with a plan. So she accepted the offer, and her and Bolin are actually having a good time. Then her master plan to totally manipulate Bolin works, and Mako catches some feelings for her. Then he tells her that what he said earlier was me, and then they make out. Just ignore that Mako already has a girlfriend and that this is extremely weird. And Bolin is standing there because we needed him to get depressed so we can have this hilarious scene. And that's episode 5. Okay, now let's do the finale. Amon using bloodbending without a full moon is so stupid and bad there's no explanation to it, how it works. Bloodbending makes sense since blood is part of water, but it's also mixed with other stuff, so it's only possible during full moons. But then, here they can do it at any time because they can move faster. I don't know. I guess there's no explanation whatsoever. So there's just nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's also no explanation whatsoever about how Korra gets airbending and she resists bloodbending somehow. Like, what? Amon's face reveal is just so anticlimactic. Like, compare that to Din Djarin's face reveal in The Mandalorian. Okay, Korra lost her bending. She could either sit and cry about it, or become the best airbender she can be. Can start a new life. And start fresh. So, she sits and cries. And then they have the most lazy Deus Ex Machina ending that's stupid. Okay, let's move on to season 3. Season 2. Season 2 was, I don't know. Season 2 was just so. I'm not gonna stop saying so. It was so
It was bad, you dumb.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Whatever. Yeah, the entire season is trash. The plot revolves around Korra opening spirit portals so spirits and humans can live together, but then she finds out that they can't live together because reasons, and then she tries to stop her uncle from fusing with an evil darkness rug. This is also the point where the writers decide to nerf the heck out of the Avatar state, because now Korra can tap into it whenever. And then she would be overpowered. Well, now she's underpowered. What did you expect was gonna happen? Like, in the Avatar state, she gets beaten the crap out of by this dumb spirit. Like, what? Remember when Avatar state did this to Aang? Unanak is the stupidest villain ever. His plan is so dumb that it's hard to even view him as a threat. Korra's character only gets worse from here. She treats everyone who actually cares about her like he's some kind of disease every time they try to help her. Bolin's the same. Mako is even worse, and at this point, if he dies, I would just laugh out loud. Him being a cop takes 20% of this season, and it's so boring. But it actually has some funny jokes, and the rest of it is exactly like the last season. Asami is also a plot device. Here the romance is also even worse. In this season, Varric is literally the only good character. But even he dies out when he's revealed as a twist villain. At least Uncle Iroh is here. Well, he gets about 5 minutes of screen time before we go back to Korra's weird, dumb spirit world adventure that is really, really stupid. Korra trusts Unalaq again after he just ditched her. The story of Avatar 1 is sorta good until you realize that what Rava wants isn't actually balance, and for there to be balance, they have to both be alive. You need both of them to be alive. So, because where is life, there's death. Where is life, there's life. Wait, what? Where's life, there's life, there's death, and when there's darkness, there's light. I think I said that's right. Okay, that's hard to say. Say that 10 times. So yeah, there is absolutely nothing good in this season. The finale is a joke. Unavatu's design is atrocious. Korra tries to defeat Dark Avatar Unalaq, but she can't because the Avatar state is underpowered. So he sucks her soul out and starts whipping it with water. And then Rava dies. How? I thought these guys can't be killed by lasers and stuff. Anyway, Korra meditates to become a giant blue version of herself. Wait, so when she's the Avatar, she can't defeat him, but when she isn't, she can? How does that work? Anyway, she falls on the ground, and then Jinora comes like a light bulb, and somehow that defeats Unavatu.